Hey yo, what's good? It's your boy Dot from Dot Me Now Coaching and Entertainment. For coaching, my links are down below. Spiritual readings down below. I have spirit guide readings, starseed readings, dragon readings, fairy readings, angel readings. There's a whole bunch of stuff down below. Discord down below too. Go join that. It's a whole family over there. It's lit. Patreon down below as well, bro. I will have a card reading posted for the GFL Time Council on Patreon after this video, so definitely check that out. Um, yeah. For those of you who don't know, right? The GFL Time Council is a group of advanced beings that observe and keep the timelines on track for this universe. Now, when it comes to the Time Council, right? It's mainly a whole bunch of Andromedans and Arcturians, but you do have all different species there as well. A common one's also Alpha Centaurians. Anunnaki are on there too, especially when it comes to the Earth's timeline. I've actually been learning a bit more about that and why they're so interwoven with the Earth's timeline. But yeah, um, Antarians are on the Time Council too. But a lot of times with Antarians, they so the Time Council inside of this universe, right? You have certain beings that watch the timeline for the whole galaxy, some that simply watch it for the Earth, some that only watch it for Sirius, whatever the fuck, right? Now with the Antares connection, right? That shit expands to like different galaxies as well as different universes. You know what I'm saying? Like for example, the Dragon universe and this universe, right, are very interlinked, and the Yantarians, along with the other beings, kind of help to keep those timelines on track and interwoven in a way that's in a way that is still harmonious. You know what I'm saying? So, I talk to these beings often, and they tell me like different themes that are going on and like the timeline of the Earth right now. You know what I'm saying? So the last time council video was is it no is it this tab is this tab. The last video was on January 15th, 2024. And then I also made a video on January 24th. You know what I'm saying? That dealt with the Arcturians. They had a message, right? That also linked with the Time Council shit because the Arcturians are on the Time Council. And the last theme kind of dealt with like it was a lot of like exploring. Like I talked about the new Earth grid going up and stuff like that. I talked about a whole bunch of stuff, right? But a big theme, right, was like exploring different things because no matter what, at some point, all timelines will converge to the point where it didn't matter what you did before because you're gonna end up in the same place anyway, type shit. You know what I'm saying? Now that convergence point is getting closer, but it still hasn't got there yet. It's just that before it was way more sporadic. Now they're way more close, like this kind of. You know what I'm saying? Before it's just a whole bunch of shit over here. Now they're getting closer and closer and closer, and at some point it's gonna be like shaboom, full convergence, right? Now with that being said, I also made a video on February 9th about the new moon. You know what I'm saying? When I made that video, the time council was already coming around and telling me that a new video is going to be needed very soon. And today's the day for that video because this theme is about releasing. It's about like releasing and rebirth, but like as you birth yourself, you still got to release certain things because like you see shit differently now. You know, I'm gonna talk about that, right? So overall, the theme is releasing those things which no longer serve you and releasing those things which don't align with the life that you want to live and the person that you want to be. Now, with that being said, right, the next new moon is going to be inside Aries. That's going to be on, I have the date pulled up somewhere here. New moon in Aries is going to be March 10th, right? That's going to be when you have that new person born inside yourself. Now, even when that happens, though, right? Because look, right after that, you have Venus in Pisces. Damn, bro, I be for, bro, I be forgetting that these time council messages be dead ass looking up the astrology. Because bro, I don't look at the astrology before I get these messages, bro. You know what I'm saying? They just tell me certain shit, And then out of nowhere, the astrology also lines up. But nigga, after the new moon in Aries, right, you have Venus and Pisces happening right after that March 11th. March 22nd, Mars in Pisces. You know what I'm saying? You have stuff going inside Pisces, which deals with releasing. Venus and Pisces, value releasing. Mars and Pisces, take action on releasing. You see what I'm saying? Now, the thing is, right, as you birth that new person inside of yourself, you'll naturally see, oh, yeah, nigga, I gotta drop that. Oh, yeah, nigga, I gotta get this. Here's a cool example of that, right? Let's say you have a baby, right? Now, before the baby gets birthed out, you may get rid of certain shit inside of your house. You're like, oh, that's dangerous for the kid. Oh, they shouldn't be inside the house when we have a kid and stuff like that. You could also get certain food for the kid or certain shit for the kid before they even get born, right? Now, once they get born and they enter your house, they may do some shit, and it's like, holy shit. Like, let's say they're inside of a certain room, then they hit something which knocks something over. Like, let's say like they're inside the laundry room, right? And then they tap something that fucking makes the fucking laundry basket fall down, and it could have hit the kid, but it didn't. Because of that, right? You'll be like, holy shit. Yeah, we let go of all that other shit that was harmful, but we didn't let go of the motherfucking shit with the basket on top of the washer. So when the baby hits that, it could fall. We got to get rid of that also. So when the new baby comes, when the new self comes, you'll see even more, oh shit, this got to go. Yeah, you could have been saying this got to go before the whole rebirth shit, but as the birth happens, you'll see even more. You'll be like, oh, holy shit, this food, even though we thought this shit was healthy, the baby can't fuck with this food. We got to get this shit instead. Like, you'll start seeing even more shit, you know what I'm saying? But on the 24th, we had a full moon in Virgo, right? That full moon, right, dealt a lot with analyzing your inner self. Like, certain shit could have been popping up inside of yourself that you actually want to release. So if you notice that you were like, damn, I hate that I act this way, or damn, I hate that I do this one thing, right? Take note of that and then try to actually release that. You know what I'm saying? Like, right now, what they want us to do, they told me to do this, right? First thing, make a list of all the things that you want to let go of, right? And then also rank them from what needs to be released first to last. Like, what do you want to do the most, and then what's not as important. Like, let's say that you overeat, let's say that you don't work out, and let's say that you're angry. What's the three things I just said? Overeating, don't work out, and angry. Boom. You may be like, okay, yeah, I want to let go of these three things, but the most important thing is first the anger. Then it's overeating. Then it's working. You know what I'm saying? So rank them from which is most important for you personally to let go of. You know what I'm saying? Now, once you write that down, right? Everything you want to let go of, as well as what you want to let go of first to last, right? Once you write that shit down, right? Next, think about the person that you want to be and the life that you want to live. Like, think about that, write that shit down. I want to be like this. I want life to be like that. Boom, you know what I'm saying? Now, once you do this, right, see what things don't align and then write them down to be released. For example, let's say you want to be a public speaker, right? Be like, oh yeah, I want to be a public speaker. However, in order to be that, you got to get over like fear of talking to people, like performance anxiety, you know what I'm saying? So it's like, okay, like before you could have only said anger, workout, overeating, but now you see, holy shit, I also had to get over performance anxiety. You know what I'm saying? So look at the life you want to live and look at who you want to be, and then see what things do not align with that life, which you currently still do. And then write those down to be released. You know what I'm saying? Because here's the thing, right? The time council right now is help you to release old thoughts, old emotions, old behavioral patterns, which are holding us back from the person that we're truly meant to be. So they actually will come at nighttime, right, to work on you and help you release things energetically. They'll be working through your dreams, and they'll like show you situations that need to be released. They'll also communicate with you inside your dreams and inside the astral, and then they'll tell you when it's to be released. They'll give you guidance and assistance on how to leave those things behind, which will allow you to step into like, you know, what's new and what's actually meant for you. You know what I'm saying? Like, here's a cool example of this shit, right? One of my boys, right? My guy, Cultivating Royalhood, that's my guy. I made a video with him called Spiritual Warfare 101. That shit is fire, right? He was telling me how recently he's been having old memories from his childhood pop up, and he recently just had a dream where it was a dream that he would have as a kid that dealt with like certain fear stuff, right? But he had the dream several years later, now that he's a whole adult, right? Bro, pretty much it's like the pretty much when he was a kid, he would always fail the dream, right? This time he completed that shit. You know what I'm saying? So it's like releasing that old childhood shit. You see what I'm saying? And that also ties in with like astral holding cell shit. But I mentioned that astral holding cells, I mentioned that inside of a podcast that won't drop until what, next week? Something like that. I don't know. You know what I'm saying? But long story short, with my boy, he's been having shit to pop up to get released. Now, some of you guys, right, may not be worried about releasing certain shit. However, that's what the time council and that's what the theme is right now. You know what I'm saying? Like, that's what the time council wants you to do. That's what your guys want you to do, and that's what the whole entire theme is, right? But if you're resisting that, life could maybe going like bad in the sense of like you're trying to do this one thing, but you should be focused on releasing. So therefore, this one thing goes bad, and then it shows you, yeah, nigga, release this one thing. You see what I'm saying? So I'm not saying you don't take action on anything right now. I'm just saying that as you take action, make sure you're aware of what needs to be released. So that way, when it's time to take even like more action, you already became that new person and let go of all that old shit. You see, the last theme, right, dealt with like exploring new shit and like experimenting, right? Because as you experimented, right, you should have saw like, oh yeah, I like this thing, I want to do this thing, but this shit gotta go. Oh yeah, I fuck with this. This thing was cool. That's also cool, but I can't fully do this, so I let go of that other thing. That's why experimenting was so important. I hope y'all really be like watching these videos and then y'all really take them and then peep the theme because I was doing that shit. I've been jumping around, trying out different shit, learning different shit, and now it's like I have more of a set structure. Like, okay, this is gonna come first, then I'm gonna do this, I'm gonna do that, and I can also see, oh yeah, to do that, gotta let go of this. To do that, gotta let go of this, and I gotta add that. You see what I'm saying? So I've been doing that shit. I see why they said the shits, and it's all linking up even with astrology. You know what I'm saying? So yeah, be aware of that. You know what I'm saying? Now, also, you could also feel the urge to get old ideas out. So, like, if you've been having any old ideas, or just any ideas that have been inside your head for a while, nigga, write those down and then begin working on them. You'll have more energy to work on them within, like, I'm saying 1 to 2 weeks, but it's probably more close to 2 weeks, right? You know what I'm saying? Definitely towards that new moon in Aries that's gonna happen on March 10th. But then even then, it's like you'll be starting to pick up and take action, but there'll still be certain releasing shit. It's like you'll take action, it went good, but you see, oh yeah, this gotta go, so you remove that thing. You take action again, oh yeah, this gotta go, you remove that, and at some point it's like you release everything, then it's just action, 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 action. You know what I'm saying? So it's like right now, it's like I act a little bit, I see what's up, take notes, you know what I'm saying, come back. You know what I'm trying to say, right? So with that being said, right, for right now, write the ideas down and then release them from your brain. Because when you actually write shit down, like when I get new information, right, my guys talk about like nigga, put that shit down either inside your phone or write it down because like I've noticed that when I don't write it down, it stays inside of my brain, and then new shit can't pop the fuck up. Once I write it down, it's like, oh yeah, nigga, I can clear my brain out and new shit come through. You know what I'm saying? So write down these ideas that have only been inside of your head, so that way, as the days go on, you'll get more information that relates to that idea. So instead of having an idea to do something, right, and then it sits inside of your head, write it down, so that way, as the days go on, you could get more information about how to act out that idea, as well as how to release certain things that hold you back from taking action on those ideas. Like let's go back to the public speaker shit, right? You could have this idea to be a public speaker, right? Okay, you thought about that shit. Now actually write it down, and then over the next couple of days, you'll see, holy shit, if I want to do this, I got to get better at this. I got to stop doing this. I got to get over this one thing. You see what I'm saying? So whether it's old ideas about what to create, what to do, someone you should talk to, whatever the fuck, right? Like write down all these ideas so that way as the days go on, you'll have more information about, oh yeah, here is how I'll fully manifest this idea. Here is what holds me back from taking action on this idea, etc., right? So yeah. Now, overall, right, take this time to heal those things which have been bugging you for a while. Soon it will be time to be in go mode. With the coming of Aries season, you will feel more drive to take action. this feeling is only going to grow more and more until you actually take that action. You likely already have some small idea of what you want to act on. So for now, release the things that hold you back from being able to act out this idea. And that is literally facts, bro. You know what I'm saying? Now, the moon is going to be waning on March 3rd, I believe, right? Yeah, March 3rd, the moon will be waning in Sagittarius. That deals with expanding on like expanding inwardly and releasing. Like it's literally about going within and expanding on that whole releasing aspect. So during March 3rd, right, and then that whole entire week, right, with the whole waning moon, right? You just may have certain shit pop up beside of yourself to be released. You know what I'm saying? You'll just feel that shit. Oh yeah, it's time for that to go. Shaboomy. Also on Wednesday, I'll be making a video called it's called How to Heal the Pain in Your Heart. You know what I'm saying? So for any of you who have pain in your heart and you want to release that shit, look out for that video on Wednesday. But right now is a big thing with releasing because you already should have been experimenting type shit. You've been seeing what's cool, what's not cool. Since last year, we've been getting new ideas and all this other shit, then feeling them, then expressing them, then getting feedback. So it's like you've already been getting new information. You should have already been trying new things and then getting feedback. And because you got all that feedback, you now know, okay, these things really have to go because I really want to do these things. I've tried all this shit, and now I see that I really want to do this. Now let me fucking release that old shit. You know what I'm saying? Let me fucking release that old shit and prepare for this new shit. Because once that new moon in Aries hit, it's like, which is March 10th, it's like you get like a new version of yourself born inside of yourself, right? And then, like I said, as it gets born, you start seeing like, holy shit, like I knew I had to say fuck this shit, but I didn't even really peep this shit until I had this birth happen inside myself. Now I peep, oh yeah, fuck this shit. You see what I'm saying? So yeah, but also I should say this too. When it comes to certain things that you want to release, right? Go over them at nighttime because I actually made a video on my Patreon, right, about the different. It's called the foundations of astral projection, where I talk about I talk about the basics of astral projection and what needs to be mastered in order to even become good at astral projection, right? Then I also pulled cards to pretty much give me things to talk about, which I didn't mention inside my list, right? And they actually did that. First card was reconciliation in reverse, right? Now, here's why I brought this up. And by the way, you see how it's like two people. It's like the same person, but they're touching, and you know what I'm saying. That's literally like your etheric body and your astral body. Because with the etheric body, right, the etheric body will bridge your physical and astral body, right? Now when you have that bridge built strong as shit, you naturally know what your astral self wants to do. Why is that so important? Most people, when they think, I want to do this inside the astral, right? No, no, no. Your astral self does not want to do that shit. You know what I'm saying? And here's other cards that came out, nigga. Closure, transformation, and then courage. You know what I'm saying? Why did I bring that up? With transformation and closure, right? My guy, the astral realm oftentimes will be used to help you get closure on certain things, to release certain things. You know what I'm saying? To transform yourself in certain ways. So if you know who you want to become and what needs to be released, when it's nighttime, right? Actually make an avid point to like go to sleep and then work on these issues while you dream and while you're in the astral, because like you already have beings. Like I already said this shit. Like when you go to sleep, different beings will come to help you release, whether it's like they show you certain dreams to make you release certain shit, or it could be like they had to give you advice and they tell you what to do, or it could be like they literally come down and they work on your body. Like they literally like they could be like, oh, this shit needs to go out of his body. We're gonna add this, whatever the fuck. You know what I'm saying? So yeah, like make it an avid point to be like, holy shit, nigga, when I go to sleep at nighttime, I'ma fucking make an effort to release this quality. I'm gonna make an effort to transform myself inside this way. You know what I'm saying? Because the astral realm oftentimes gets used for that, especially if you have a lot of shit that needs to be released. Best believe you're doing that shit inside of your dreams, bro. You know what I'm saying? Because you can't even hit the other shit yet. You gotta get rid of that. You gotta get rid of the baggage first. You know what I'm saying? So if you still have baggage, best believe you be clearing that shit. You be thinking, I want to fucking go to this. I want to go to this star system. But the whole time, nigga, your astral self wants you to fucking heal, so you can actually finally go to the star system once and for all. You know what I'm saying? But that's coming later. So I'm gonna end the video here. Let me move my camera back over to this screen. And yeah, it's been your boy Dot. I love you all. I'm gonna catch you all. Peace.